right, I am back for a second time today, back for with some more Legacy of You, and honestly, it might just be my last game of it, or last game streaming, I should say. I am most certainly going to continue to play this game because, I don't know, just find it so much fun. But I am now 6-2 for the campaign, so I am hoping that this will be kind of the last one, and that I don't lose here. And yeah, I'm excited to get to it. I've really been enjoying it. The last win, I added in a few more barbarians into the barbarian deck. But it didn't seem like anything major. One of them did have a story, so we'll kind of see what that is, what it may do. But I'm not too worried because my assumption is that the story element... Hey, what's up, Alex? Welcome back. Sorry I recorded earlier and you missed it because I'm sure you were... celebrating your awesome LSAT score, but yeah. So I'm now sitting at 6-2 and hoping I get a win here and I get to read the story for the win campaign card. Look at that! This is the worst thing I have. I have gotten these. I think once or twice total. It's quite amazing that is like my little bonus, and I just never get it. But Alex, how did the test go? You feeling good about it? Hopefully. No, just finished a couple hours ago. No score yet. How, Yeah, Shelby was in here in chat earlier, and she was telling me that I have to keep streaming until she found out how you did. All right. Ooh, look at that. Got one of the little chumps up first. Gonna be destroying some cards in the deck. Yeah, exactly. It is done. That is the most important thing. So congratulations for that. I'm sure you did awesome. Yeah. Where are you wanting to go to school? Is it? I don't know much about that world and things, but I assume you. I don't know if you're already in or you got to do this first. That's that. Let's see. Cool. That's a good thing. All right. So again, thinking this most likely is the last game, barring no just horrible setup. Of course, I didn't get my starting bonus, so there's that, and I'm gonna have to trash a card. So. There's that too, but we'll see. Alright, let's switch this over here. Here we go. You can see everything up there. See that. Are you from the DC area? 4. Okay, all set up. Let's see what we got to start with. Okay. A couple brick. Okay. My white worker, my shell, my provision. Okay, so does not look like I'm going to be beating this the first round, which is kind of okay. I got a couple brick here, no wood, so I'm not going to be building any of that first round. Interesting. So I can tuck provision and shell. Because it's not like the brick is immediately helping me. I could tuck the white worker. I'm only slightly hesitant about it solely for it's what's going to give me a red worker for up here, and I'd really like to beat this by next turn. I don't want to just keep burning cards. Yeah, so let's provision and shell is never really a bad tuck, because you always need the provisions anyway. So I'm going to tuck provision and shell. Yeah, and I'm not getting any, nothing gives me a wood, so we're just going to get a provision here. We're going to get the two colored workers here, and the brick here. Call that good, spin the two provisions, and recruit these. Okay. Slide these guys down, suffer my attack. Ooh, two provisions. Draw a barbarian. I was like, man, that feels like two. It was. Alright. Ooh, two brick. Okay. Alrighty. Let me get my white worker, my two shells, and two shells and two provisions. There we go. Alright, so the white workers and the shells are going to end up being needed for the canal space. Doing that with this will be enough to build a hut. Then the provision helps me clear this out. And I'll end with an extra brick to bribe. I think that is the turn. So, wish I had kind of started with that first hand. I would have definitely tucked it, but that's alright. We're going to get two white. Oh, look at that. I forgot to put out my flood and my barge. I'm not going to get anything for really this, so let's go ahead and build the canal. Get my wood and my brick. And we'll get two brick. We'll get a provision and a shell. And then get a white worker. Okay, come here, get my provision. Use this white worker here, 3 brick, and a wood to build here. Just gonna have me, draw a card from here. Okay, we'll put that on the provision space. That I'm just going to use to get a black, but it's a nice one to have early, right? Get a bit bigger, more cards in the deck there. Gonna have to use this to get a blue, and then spin 3. A blue and a red to beat that. Get 1 shell. And then just spin, oh, I don't need to spin 2 shells for provision. I got 2 provisions right here to recruit these. And these means I pretty much have a good amount of building resources, but it feels like I don't have too many, which I like. 1 more provision won't do me too much. I can pay my bribe. That's good. First couple turns going smooth there. Yeah, and I have a couple colored workers here. Yeah, not a bad place to be in there. Let's move this down. Let's pay my bribe there. Although if I took the damage, I could potentially build this hut. No, you know what? This is fine. I still need to tuck a card, which actually, maybe I should have tucked that black. You know what? I should have been paying more attention. I'm going to tuck the black to get the white worker, so I'll put that black back. Yeah, we're good with this. We're going to pay the bribe. This barbarian comes out. Ooh, higher cost one. 2, 3. Okay, bring these back. Draw 4. Just gonna move the flood. So Alex, I don't know anything about the LSAT. How long did the test take you? I get 2 white workers, 2 shells, 2 provisions, all right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I at least got a couple turns to sit here and build. It's a good thing I didn't try and hold the brick because I've not had anything anyway. This turn looks pretty straightforward. I'm going to just use these 2 to get a black and a yellow. I'm going to use this to get 2 whites. And I'll use this to get a wood. Let's get provision there. And get a blue worker there. We'll pay the 3 provisions. And 1 of each of those colors to knock this out, getting me a shell and a white worker. Now, I think because I'm not building a hut right now, I think I might build this just to help with the worker income, especially because I know I'm going to need at least 4 workers for that, and I do want to kind of defeat that quick because the yellow cost. So we'll spend 3, get a brick, spend a wood and a white worker to place this out and get a shell, and then I'll just spend the 4 shells to get 2 provisions and recruit these. We'll move this down. We do have to suffer an attack here. It's alright, because we did get our draw to hand early. Yeah, so for the attack, and let's refill. Ooh. Okay. I need to do that this turn. So let's draw. No workers there. Okay, how are we gonna make this happen? How are we gonna make this happen? Let's start by getting all my stuff. 2 white workers, 2 provisions, 2 shells. 2, 3, 4, 5. Haven't really been paying enough attention. Thank you for the tip. You're probably right. I should put some background music in there. I think it's a crapshoot on what I need here. I'm going to take a black because I'm pretty sure I tucked black card, plus I see black in there. Oh, I have a black. Let's take a blue. But yeah, really do appreciate the advice there, third world victim. You are probably 100% right. I will definitely consider that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So chances are high that I have to build on the canal this turn. What are ways I cannot build on the canal? I could sacrifice this, get a worker of my color, and this for a worker of my color. That might be the best bet. I would still need... Still need a yellow worker to be able to pay this bribe is the thing. Because this would make me draw. Okay. I think no matter what, I cannot get around not using this card to draw. The only way would be to tuck it, and I don't have that. So we're gonna draw. Oh, and it is a yellow worker. That was one of like the only things that could happen right there. Okay, this is good. I'm going to use this to get a red worker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're gonna try not to draw here. So we use this to gain a provision. We will get the yellow worker. Oh, you know what? I didn't quite have to do that, but that's all right. We're going to get the yellow worker here. We'll spend the 3 provisions, 1 of each color worker, to get rid of what is the worst barbarian. So we do not have to worry about him again, which is good. I get a worker of my choice. I'm going to get yellow, and that's going to pay this bribe here. In which case I don't have to get rid of either of these, so we'll just get 3 brick. 1, 2, 3. And I will get a provision. And I'll buy a provision and recruit these 3. Okay. It comes to attacks. I am going to pay the bribe, the yellow, there. And I put out one more barbarian here. Another one that I really want to defeat. We'll see. 2, 3. Draw my last 4 cards. Nothing here is making me draw, which is good. Okay. Nothing also gives me shells, which is not so great, but that's alright. 2 white workers. 1, 2. Bring these back. 2 shells. 2 provisions. Okay. A worker of my choice. Well, if I get black, I can beat this. So we'll do that. Still need a provision, which I can get here. So yeah, okay, this is not a bad spot to be in. I'm going to get a yellow and a red here. Yellow and red. Then I'm going to spin the 3 provisions. 2, 3. Yellow, red, and black. Do this. Get 2 shells and a wood. I do have a slight choice to make, but we'll finish out everything here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get red and blue, probably about the same, so we'll just get red at this point. Now I have to build on the canal. And after I build on the canal, I'll most likely build here. I think I might tuck this. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'm going to build on the canal. Wait, I always do this. I'm not going to build on the canal just yet. I'm going to recruit everything I can first. So that's this. We'll spend 2 for a provision and take... Let's take the 2 provisions. And then I can't do that again. Yeah. So now we get our 2 wood. And now we'll build on the canal. Do that. Get our wood. Our brick. Said those backwards. And we destroy a card. Okay, we're going smooth here. Take our damage there. And now we will build, spend 3 brick, a wood, a white worker. Build this hut there. This has us draw a card. Ooh. Do I want to draw an extra card? Or get another worker? So I'm leaning toward drawing an extra card. No, we'll take the yellow worker. We'll just play this. Do I want another wood? Actually, I'm going to play this for 2 shells, using that to buy a provision to put this card here. Yeah. And then now I can do this, and not that I think I need much, but we'll get another brick. Okay. We'll suffer our attacks. We do have to take a damage here. We are now drawn 2 barbarians. Another one of those little pestering guys. And then I draw them up. Oh, only 4. Okay. Get my 2 white workers. Get my 2 shells. 2 provisions. A yellow. And I could take a red. It's probably the best bet. Though I do want to beat this. And I can always pay the brick. So let's take a blue. I don't have a good way of beating 2 of them this turn. Maybe I don't. Yeah, maybe I just take a blue. Okay. Oh, I said blue, grabbed yellow. So I could beat them if I discarded this card. However, this beats that. Just give me 1 more, and then I would need another. And I could do that. Or I could just let them kind of grow another turn. And I could unlock this. Which I kind of like. I kind of like that. Why I say that, I need 1 more shell. Which I can kind of get. So let's get a provision. Spin 3 provisions. A yellow and a blue to beat this guy and get 1 shell. Use this to get a yellow. And then spend a yellow, 2 whites, and 3 shells to unlock this. 1, 2. I get a wood for doing that, or I mean a brick for doing that. Wait, what did I just do? I took the wrong one. This one. I already took it off. Now I'm going to build this hut. So 3 brick, a wood, a white worker to build this hut here, get a provision, and another provision. A lot of provisions this turn. Let's go ahead and draw a card. 2 white workers. Let's use that and get the 2 white workers. Let's use this, get a black. Use both of these to get 2 provisions each. So 4, 2, 3, 4. And it's interesting. I could spend 4 provisions worth and go ahead and defeat this, which I'm kind of leaning toward being worth it. I think I'm going to. So I'm going to spend maybe not. I'm just thinking if it's worth keep on going through this, because I don't think I'm going to need an overwhelming amount of brick. It might just be worth it to get it out of the deck and use this for this. Let's see how many cards I got. No. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not typically too worried about the flood, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to trust my gut here. I'm going to spend 2 provisions and 2 white workers and get 2 blue workers. I'm going to discard this to get 2 wood and a red worker. I'll then spend the 2 provisions to beat this one. And another wood. That was these 4. Yeah, and then I can just go here and get a brick, which I'll use to pay this. I'm going to end up with a ton of wood anyway, so I think that's fine. I should have probably just tucked it. Oh, it's done. I did that. And now I can recruit these 3. Okay, we'll do that. Suffer attacks, which I will pay the bribe for. Let's put that there, and that there, and that is one that we all know I want to defeat right away. And draw, deal rest these, do this, draw, 1, 2, 3, 4, clear off these, get 2 white workers, a yellow, 2 shells, 2 provisions. Any of these I really want to tuck. Honestly, it's probably worth just to tuck another color of some sort. I'm going to start off, I'm going to draw. And then I've shuffled twice. This should be here. There is 0 way I have not shuffled twice. I've definitely shuffled twice. I shuffled right before this one. And then I built immediately after. I built twice in a row. Okay. I think we play this and we draw. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's... I definitely want to tuck a card this turn, and I definitely want to defeat this turn. I think I'm going to... I'm not going to tuck this black, or this wood and shell. So we're going to do that and get a black. And we'll come here to get the third provision. So there's those two. 3 workers, any color, to defeat that one. Draw this card. I think we just tuck this blue. No, I don't want to tuck the yellow. So, excuse me. I just had a black and a yellow. The black was left over yellow. I forgot to get my worker of any color from here. In which case I'm getting red. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm getting blue. I want to try and... No, I'm going to get red. Change my mind. I'm going to get red. I'm going to tuck this one. We'll just get blue workers. I don't think it matters what color worker we get. That'll be fine. I'm going to get 2 yellow workers from this. Thought is if I get rid of all of these building resource cards. Four. I'm going to get the brick here. You know what? No, I am going to get the brick and the provision. We'll discard that. And then we will also discard this one for 2 wood. 2 wood and a blue worker. I'm going to use these 4 shells for 2 provisions. That be the 3rd provision, and then 2 yellow and a blue for this one. Which is 2 shells, the wood, and then the last thing, just get 2 shells for a provision. We'll put this one and this one into the deck. This to get a brick. And this to get a red worker. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, we'll set for our tax. We'll pay the bribe there. Bring out 2 new barbarians. Those aren't terrible. That comes down, that comes down. This here, this here. Draw my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I tossed the brick guy now that I see that that was all my remaining cards. Take these back. Get 2 whites. Now have all the whites. Get 2 whites, get 2 shells, get 2 provisions, 2 shells, 2 provisions, a blue, and a yellow. With one of my choice, defeat the first one. I guess a red. And defeat the first 2. Okay. Yeah, let's do it then. Let's get our provision. Didn't mean to bump that. You know what? Let's start with drawing. Let's finish with drawing a card. Go here to get another blue. And spin the first 2 provisions, 2 red and yellow, to beat this one for 3 shells. Actually, we'll make it. I'll put 1 there and get 2 provisions out of that. There we go. And then spin 2 provisions, 2 blue and red, to defeat this one. Get 2 provisions, 2 shells. Oh, another wood. I have way too much. Too much wood. Just go down the line here. Provision and a shell. This in, spin these 2 provisions, put these in, and get 3 shells, 3, do I sacrifice these or just keep them in the deck? Let's just keep them in the deck for now. I'm not ending with any colored workers, which is sort of lame. Yeah, we'll keep them in the deck for now and just draw 3 brick. Buy that guy for 4 shells. Yeah, I'll do it. Spend 4 shells, get 2 provisions to buy this one, and then we'll just end the turn by drawing a card there. Yeah, I have like 5 turns, probably less, but I'm in a good spot. Draw a card. It's normally a decent draw, except for well, that's normally a good draw. Not this turn, though. I'm going to spend a white, 2 shells for a provision to get a blue, to get a black. Go here to get 1 shell, and I'll spend another shell to get another provision. I'll spend another white guy and that provision to get a red. Oh, and I can just discard this for 2 shells. I want to do that because my income is going to give me the white I need. I have way too many white this game, which is typically never a problem. Okay. Suffer my attacks, which I want to take the damage. Draw 2, 3, 4. Get the 2 white workers, the 2 provisions, the 2 shells, yellow and blue. This comes here, here. Okay, another. Those little guys are just annoying. It's really all they are. But they are annoying. Okay. Yeah, I got enough to defeat that one, but then we need a lot of black and a lot of red. So let's get another black from there. And let's start off this turn drawing and play this one to draw. Get a shell. I guessed black, I guessed wrong. Get the 2 black from those cards. 2 black. Get the 2 provisions from there. Provision. Red worker. I'm going to start off with this one. So 2 provisions, 2 red, 2 black to get 2 shells and a brick. I feel like I've learned a lot since my first few games of this campaign. I was like at this stage of the game having way too much shells, and now I don't. So I think that's a good thing. I'm having more of other things like a whole bunch of white workers, which technically are the cost, 4 shells. But yeah, I think overall that's a good thing. I've learned to figure that part out better. Excuse me. I'm going to have to buy a provision. I'll use that provision and this white worker to become red. And I will spend 3 provisions. And those 2 to beat this one. 1 shell. And I guess I'll just recruit into the deck. So I buy 2 more provisions. Recruit these. I think I want to. No, I don't want to just take it for white workers. Or do I? At this point, like, the building resources are just so not a problem that it's like having these cards with just 1. And maybe that's. Maybe I'm not thinking of it strategically enough. When I take everything, I start being more picky on that. And those 3 were good. stuff I need. I'm just going to take a shell from that. And then I'll take... well, I have no more of that, so I'm going to get 2 shells there. And this... Now, you know what? From here, instead of a shell, we'll take a brick. And this, we'll just take 2 shells. Yeah. That is good. I'll set for attack. I'll pay the brick. Oops. Pay the bribe. Refill. Oh, one of the new ones there. Most certainly will be defeating that, because I'm not drawing an extra card. It's really neat if you haven't seen it. This one here, there's no bribe, there's no damage. It just straight up, if it lives, will bring an extra barbarian in next turn. So it will not live. I will make sure of that. There. Okay. Draw my... At the end of my turn, I'm sorry, I should have spent a provision and a worker. I'd have only known that was there, so I would have taken a red. Just so I don't miss out on my income of 2 white workers. So 2 white workers, 2 shells. Two provisions. I'm probably at a point I can go ahead and start pushing this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It'd be 2 turns if I held. Okay, let's see. Got my provision, shells, everything. The worker I want is a black. I'm going to spend 2 provisions, 2 black, and a red. To do this one, and draw a card. I'll play that one, and draw a card. I'm going to draw a card from here. None of those give me black workers, but that's alright. Let's just use that for the worker. We're going to use this yellow one for the worker. We're going to use these for the 3 provisions and a shell. 3, a shell. Get our provision here. A black worker here. And spend a provision and a worker to get a black worker. Spend the 3 provisions, 2 black workers, and a blue worker to do this one, which at this point just gives me 2 shells. I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I'll take all this into my deck. Spend 2 more for a provision. And I'll spend that provision and a white worker to get a red worker. Take 3 shells. And take a white worker, but I'm going to spend 2 provisions, and we'll make that a We're going to guess again. Black worker. Yeah. I'm here just to get a shell. Okay. Suffer attacks. Let's go ahead and take the damage. Bring on 2 more barbarians. Oh, those are nasty ones. I definitely want to beat. They're in the worst spot too. Get my 2 white workers. 2 shells. 2 provisions. Well. 4 blue and yellow. Okay. Get a provision, spend those 2 provisions with that one, and defeat this. There's 3 in there. Let's draw a card. I have to build this turn. Let's not forget about that. I mean, I have plenty to do it, so I'm not too worried. I want to defeat this, and I've got all of that. I just need the provisions, so let's buy 1 provision. And then I will spend these 2 for 2 provisions and 2 shells. 2 provisions, 2 shells. Spend those 3 per... Not quite yet. We're going to buy 2 more provisions. Now I'm at a big shell cap. And I'm going to spend 3 provisions. A black, yellow, blue. For this one, give me 3 shells back. 1, 2, 3. And let's play this. Draw a card. Get a shell. And I'm going to go ahead and discard this one to not get a white worker just yet. I guess I'll spend a provision and a white worker. We'll just get the red worker now. And so now I'm going to spend... Now I kind of want to play the rest of these before I do that. Before I shuffle up. So let's do this one. I'm going to get a white worker and a red worker. As much as it's better to do it first. Just going to get the yellow worker for that guy. And we're going to recruit maybe I don't want to recruit that. I'm going to dismiss this. Take the break. We will pay a provision to recruit this one. We'll spend 2 for a provision to recruit this one. And then yeah, this is good. Now we'll spend these 3 and 3 shells to build here. Get a brick and a trash 2, so there's 1. I gotta shuffle. And it's looking good. Barring nothing crazy. don't think there's too much crazy that can happen now. So I did the one. It's two, right? There's the other. Now I build the last hut. So 3 and 1. And a white. To build this here, get a red worker. That should be, yeah, a shell. Okay. Might as well just tuck this. Yeah. We're going to tuck that there. And we're going to spend a white worker, 3 wood, and a brick to build the blue one there. Get a red. And I have enough for that, so I might as well buy 2 provisions. Spend 4, buy 2 provisions, and defeat this one. One in the white. And that's it. I can go here and get 2 provisions. I can go here and get a shell. I can go here and get a black worker. Cool. No barbarians to attack me. Now 3 do come out. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I won't lie to you, I was really hoping to see the story barbarian. It's the last story element I haven't seen. But that's alright. 1 more round potential for it. Okay. I'm going to get my 4 cards, my 2 white workers, get 3 shells now. I get 2 provisions, 1 yellow and 2 blue. One of my choice. Look at all those blues that need to be out. I guess my choices are red. No, I need to have a red. I'm just gonna get a blue then. Yeah, that should be here. Oh no, we are gonna get a red. Because I need to build on the canal. Which I'm not going to do first. First thing I'm going to do is draw a card. And then the second thing I'm going to do is draw another card here and get a shell. That is another card I need to draw, so we're going to spend 2 for provision. And draw, get a shell. Let's beat. Let's maybe just go in order here. Spend 2 provisions, 2 blue and a red to do this one, which is, I should buy a provision, and then I get 2 shells, a brick. Let's go here for a 3rd provision, and then go beat that one. So 2 blues, 1 being a white and a yellow. 1 more shell and a card. I need you. I'm gonna have to No, and then this is the red I need. Do we do that now? Yeah, we do that now. Spend 4 of the workers, 3 of the shells. Move the barge. 1, 2, 3. Get wood. I'm going to use, let's see, it's going to be a total of 6 wood. 6, 2 brick, 2 white workers. I'm going to build both these spots. Red for sure. Get a blue. We'll just do yellow. Get a yellow. Probably should have done black, but whatever. This is kind of the end, so black and a provision. Black and draw a card. 2 provisions and a shell. A shell. A white and a yellow. 2 provisions and a shell. And 2 provisions and a white. Okay. Go through here, get 2 shells, which will just make a provision. Here, let's go ahead and defeat this. 3 provisions, and it doesn't matter. We'll do 3 whites to get a white and a shell. Spin this, we would. Spin this, get a, I got tons of black, so it doesn't matter. We'll take a red. And then we can just recruit these. I need to buy some things, so we'll buy provisions. Okay. I don't need that many provisions. We'll make our white worker instead. Okay, I'm in a complete winning position now. No barbarians are out. Let's draw the last row of barbarians. And I did get the story guy, so I at least get to read one final story passage. Let's get 2 white workers, 5 shells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 provisions, 2 blue, and a yellow. Draw 4, 3, 4, and we'll just take a black because why not? Okay, let's read this. Let's see what happens. So 2 provisions. We'll use those for 2 red and a yellow. Number 25. The last story element that I got left. The mist was still rising off the river as the barbarians came into view. Our scouts had reported of their movement during the night, like trying to catch us off guard. They did not succeed in their deception, but in no way did that diminish the sight of them. Led by a warrior, head and shoulders above the rest, they came hungry for battle. My warriors were fierce in the face of their enemy and brought pride to my heart as they rushed forward to meet our aggressor. There was nothing quite like the sound of battle, the clash of blades and the press of bodies, the roar of victory and the silence of defeat. We fought bravely, sword to sword, but they had the advantage of numbers, and our line was pushed back, almost to breaking. and then the rain came. My fighters, knowing this area had recently been flooded, knew the ground would soon become unstable. We let them push us back, but only until we reached firmer ground. Then we stood and fought like lions. As the enemy sank into the mud, they came hungry for battle, and as the rain fell, that day they were sated. Followed into the history, either gained 2 provisions, 3 wood, or 3 clay. So we'll take 2 provisions. And all we really need to do is build the final canal space. So we'll do that. Spend our 1, 2, 3. And that is the game. That right there is the winning board state. It is all that I need to do. I can afford the damages. So yeah, that's it. I have officially won and officially beat the Legacy of You campaign. Final record 7-2. I'm pretty proud of that. I think that was really good. I honestly really enjoyed the campaign. It was a lot of fun. I hate to say it like this, but I almost wish that I had lost a couple more games. Right? If I had lost, then I would have gotten to experience some of the other losing condition cards. The bonuses. I felt like my bonuses, I felt like the draw worker ended up being really good. I had some very unlucky games immediately after getting these. I think it was because, I ended up getting more townsfolk, so it helped kind of thin them out of the deck. But that very first game after getting these, so my second game I played, I drew 2 of these in my starting hand, which was then, and I couldn't pay the bribe, so that meant I literally had to build on the canal the first turn, and then I was behind on the flood. So there was that. The game afterwards, it wasn't much better. I'm trying to think. The game one was a regular game. Game 2 was the fortress game. It was not because I drew those. I got overwhelmed by not being able to defeat the fortress. It was game 3, my second loss, 2 in a row, that happened. This was the first card I put in, and I drew 2 of them in my opening hand, and then the flood was like literally chasing me the entire game. Yeah, and I couldn't pay the bribe. For whatever reason, I could not pay the bribe, so I had to build on the canal. Right, building on the canal turn 1 is a terrible position to be in. Like reshuffling on turn 1 is a terrible position to be in. And yeah, flood just overwhelmed me there. But then after that, I pretty much had it pretty handedly. As I said, these guys, they were good as the game went on. Later in the game, they were just hard at the beginning, but that was kind of okay. And then, golly, what I thought was the coolest little condition thing was those bonus canal spots, and I'm gonna have to look. I think I got 2 total. So starting in game 4, I had them. So for 6 games I had them, and I think I got it twice, maybe 3 times. I know for sure I had 2 games where I got none whatsoever. This game I didn't get one whatsoever. Actually, this game and last game I didn't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I only had 2 the entire time. That was kind of a bummer. But what can you do? I still ended up winning, so it was alright. And it's not like they would have made that much of a difference. It just made my deck. Ooh, had a word slip there. Freudian slip, I guess. But made my deck a little bit stronger. Yeah, that's it. So let's read the golden card, the final card of the game. Story 52. I assume it's in the back. Ooh, it's long. Should not have done all that talking. I assume 53 is like a loss. 52 is a win. Okay, let's do this. The early morning air fills my lungs as I breathe deeply. The cool air brings life to my body as I awake from a deep slumber. I lay still as the first rays of the morning dances shadows over my face. I do not dare to open my eyes lest the vision of my slumber escape from me. My house and my yard stand before me. My wife and family wait eagerly to welcome me home. Long has it been since I have seen their faces. The edge of my visions are blurry with time. A pang of sadness at the absence threatens to pull me from my daydream. But I will not be saddened. These faces will become clear once again. I will tread the halls of my home and hear the laughter of my children. I am filled with joy as the knowledge that my task is done flows through me. I feel it evermore with every ache as I start to sit. The sound of waves on the shore reaches my ears. The camp must not have awakened yet. A well-earned slumber for all, I think. I rise to my feet and dress, Stepping out from my tent, I look up to the sky. Stepping out from my tent, I look up to the sky as has become my habit over these years. The clouds are gray and threaten rain, but as I let my gaze fall to the horizon, I let out a small laugh. A sight that I have only dreamed of for many years stands before me. Where brooding clouds boil in the sky, they are met at the edge of the world by the pounding blue of the ocean, the great sea that shall swallow the beast I have fought for so long. The dragon will roar and its storms will come. They will flow through our canal and empty into the insatiable maw of this great watery expanse. This task was not easy, nor without sacrifice. My heart stirs as I think of all the life, sweat, and blood that was spent to reach this moment. The weight of countless lives weighing on my shoulders, and I feel each one. A vision of life being crushed by this burden starts to loom in front of my eyes, and then the camp starts to stir. One by one, the people I have worked so hard beside in this great work steps forth from their own tents. The relief, gratitude, excitement, and promise that radiates from each face drives back my own self-pity and woe. Yes, it was hard, and we have lost much, but here and now we have done it. I hear footsteps behind me, and I turn to see Bo Yi in his rushed manner approaching, his quick steps always betraying that he cannot sit still. Not unlike the small monkey on his shoulder who chirps at me as he runs, Bo Yi bows low as he draws near. Without a word, his arm sweeps back, revealing another man approaching. It is a man I do not know, but one I do recognize. He holds himself straight with each measured step, his face tired from a long journey, but his presentation is immaculate. His finery announces him as an emissary from Pubin. He holds a letter in his hand, and once close enough, he stops and looks me in the eye. The word of the emperor has arrived. Honorable you, I, Shun, Lord of the 12th province and Emperor of all China, greet you on this auspicious day. My eyes and ears are ever open to all that happens within our beloved empire. When news arrived that you were reaching the end of this great work, I dispatched this emissary immediate to bring you my heartfelt congratulations. Your work dredging and controlling the waters of these lands will make way for better lives for my people and a greater and more prosperous kingdom. You have worked hard, planned each step, and fighting off many opponents. You have kept a level head, and while things didn't always go your way, You have persevered, and your success will resound with each rainfall. You have brought great honor to your family, and from this day forth will be remembered in stories as you the Great. How many defeat cards remain unseen? 4 to 7, turn to entry 30, storybook. I don't know what I'm about to turn to, but if you only had 1 to 3 defeat cards left, it says, "Congratulations, you have finished the campaign. It was not the most glorious of victories, but still a victory nonetheless." What a punch in the gut. That is hilarious. But thankfully I'm not there. 4 to 7 remain unseen. I had 5 remaining unseen, so let's go to 30. Furthermore, I wish to recognize your great wisdom. You have not only shown great engineering prowess, but you also have remained upright before your people and your enemies. Your reputation as the person of upright character and morals has not been lost on me. It is my wish that you attend to me in the Pubin, where you and I will discuss many great works for the future of our land. I would make you my Lord of Works, and remove the shame brought on your family by your father's failing. And then how many defeat cards? So 6 to 7, and I do think I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't get whatever the top thing is, which is 100% going to make me play again. But that's alright. So, congratulations, you finished the campaign. That's all I get. That is it. I finished the campaign, and it tells me how to reset it. Man, that was it. That was the Legacy of You campaign. I really enjoyed it. I think this game is really, really good. It is a really good solo game. So, yeah, thank you, Alex. Thank you, Alex, so much for sticking it through. What's next? I don't know. You know what? I have really been enjoying doing these solo streams. Honestly, I just enjoy streaming. It's a fun medium. I would like it if Paul and I got to stream more often, but just because of life, that is harder because we don't live close to each other. But really, I was talking to him today, actually, because I was hoping I'd get finished. And honestly, any of the Garfield games makes a good solo. They're really all really good solos, so I can do that. I talked to him about how Pax Premier, I like that solo, and I might solo that sometime. Gaia Project has what's supposed to be a pretty difficult solo. I think it's difficult because there's a lot of upkeep on the AI. So I have that. I don't know. I got a lot of games that will solo because I like to. So I probably won't necessarily start another campaign. I even have Hadrian's Wall kind of sitting over here because I got it at the same time I got Legacy of You. And I've played a couple games so far. And so I may solo that. I don't necessarily know that I'll do the campaign for that one because I'm not sure if it'll be entertaining. I might at least do it once and then we'll see. But yeah. Hey, thank you. Oh, awesome, man. Well, hopefully you didn't see the spoilers. You should not pay too much attention to the board setup because I definitely have some spoilery things out. But yeah, dude, enjoy the campaign. It's a lot of fun. Man, going to each next unlock is so much fun. I think Alex, right, your game, you ordered it on Amazon. It should be coming in anytime soon. So really, both of y'all have a fun campaign started. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. And yeah, Alex, I think those are all good options. I don't know exactly what I'll do, but I'm going to continue to do something. So maybe I'll put up some sort of poll. Monday. Do something Monday. I could do that. I could probably do that. Especially now that I don't have to do this tomorrow. I can hang out with my wife and earn some time to get to do it Monday. But yeah, so maybe I'll put up a poll. I'll list a couple games and see what people actually want to see. But yeah, Alex, man, most importantly, congrats to you. Your day was much bigger than me finishing this campaign, so congrats on finishing that LSAT. Your game arrives Monday. See, look. Oh, Monday is when your game arrives. Oh, I thought you were saying Monday I should stream. Maybe both. But no, you'll get it set up and you'll get to start this awesome journey. So anyway, that's all I have. I'm going to get all this packed up and get it all set back to normal. And yeah, that's it. So again, appreciate everybody watching it. Thank you so much. If like Alex, you guys made it through the whole campaign, that means a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. So I will I'll be on again sometime hopefully soon, and we'll see you then. Later.